Since I'm the fusion of Vegeta and Kakarot, I guess that makes me Vegito. And this is Super Vegito!
What's going on, guys? Vegito here. And let's just say, I know it's not Pokemon What If. You're probably like, we want Pokemon What Ifs. Where's Pokemon What Ifs? Bro, it's the week of Christmas, so I don't exactly have the time to work on a new script. So, I figured I'd go and do one I already had prepared, as this is honestly my favorite scenario. What if I was in My Hero Academia? Of course, you're probably thinking, this is your favorite? I thought it'd be a What If I Woke Up on Time, or the Lavender Town What If, or even the Lance. You know, I agree. Those three are kind of fan favorites. But I kind of have to have a soft spot for my first one. But anyway, I'm going to go and giving a quick recap of the first three parts, and it's been like almost 5 months since this one last continued. And of course, I've been best friends with Izuku and Bakugo. I was telling you guys my quirk, which I'll probably go over again since I don't know if you guys have seen part 1. I might not. Probably not. Also, revealing my main antagonist to be Dobby. He's the League of Villains. After he killed my parents together with my sister. Also, creating 3 new techniques, mastering the Great Ape form, and spirit control. Those 3 techniques are my Justice Saber, my version of the Spirit Sword, the Justice Blast, Big Bang Attack, and my signature move, the Justice Cannon. And plus, in part 2, I also got my hero costume, and unlocked the Ikari form for the first time, which allowed me to kill the Nomu. In part 3, I ended up winning the sports festival after a good long fight against Todoroki. But now, you know what, I don't think I'm gonna have a like goal for this part, or this series, since considering it's not a Pokemon What If, it doesn't really do too well. But let's get started. After a few days after the sports festival, oh yeah, I forgot. In this part, we'll be covering the Hero Killer Stain arc, the internships, and the UA final exams. Anyway, back to the story. It's a few days after the sports festival, Mr. Aizawa came in and talked to us saying, oh yeah, we need to make your hero names for your hero internships. As everyone else had the same names in the canon, but for me, I come up with the Super Saiyan, Super Vegito! As Mina says, really? Just your name? As then I tell him on midnight, my dad left me his old hero name in his will, but I wanted to forge my own path. As before I leave for the day, Todoroki taps me on the shoulder and says, Vegito, can we talk about the internships? Say, sure Todoroki, what's up? And he says my father told me he sent you an offer for the internships. Say, sweet! I can't wait! Then we arrive at the train station as me and Todoroki on the train, since we're both heading to the same place. As we arrive, as I'm surprised, an Endeavor came to meet us at the train station. He says, Shoto! Good to see you. Nice to see a bunch of friend Vegito with you. As I bow on the Master Endeavor, as we come back to the agency, as Endeavor says to me, Vegito, you said you wanted to get more control of your fire and master your Ikari form, correct? As I say yes, and Endeavor has me remain the Ikari form for as long as I can without losing control. As this would help me get my body used to the form. After a couple of days of doing this, I can turn it on and off at will. And then there has me spar the sidekicks in the Ikari form. As during this time, I also teach Todoroki how to fly. As we had to Hosu, where the hero killer was last spotted. As this talk with League of Villains goes the same as in canon. And Iida now taking the name of Jenny from his brother. But unfortunately, Iida still gets folded like a beach chair. As Stan gets ready to kill Iida, Izuku then jumps in, saying, and basically, he decks Stain right in the face. As that fight goes in canon, except Izuku is stronger, he can use Ki, and he can use 15% of One For All full cowling without hurting himself. He sends out his location out. As Todoroki gets his message, it tells me, Vegito, Izuku's in trouble. We need to help him. Endeavor says, Shoto! Why do you have your phone out? As he tells Endeavor the same things in canon, as I tell Todoroki, grab onto me! I'm gonna use instant transmission! So he teleports to Izuku and Iida, as I then say, I'm not gonna let you, I already lost my parents to a villain. I'm not gonna lose my best friend the same way. As my eyes then turn yellow, Izuku and Iida start to freak out and say, oh no, Vegito's gonna go berserk! As Todoroki he smirks and then says, no he isn't, he's finally mastered the form. As I then make 2 clones, as me and Todoroki just jump Stain. As the fight ends in canon, as I give Iida the Just Excalibur. As I say, Iida, he hurt your brother. I say it's time to finish him off. As Iida then yells out, this is for Tensei! Recipro Burst! as in he slices Stain clean in two with a Just Excalibur. And no, this is not like the way I sliced the Nomu clean in two in part 2. He literally sliced him in half. As Iida hands me back to Just Excalibur and says, "Thank you, Vegito! Now thanks to you, Tensei has been avenged!" As in I say, "I could probably heal your brother, or so he can go back to being a hero." As Iida then says, "Vegito, thanks for the offer. My brother said he wants to live out his retirement in peace." As they arrive at the hospital, where chief of police comes to reprimand us, and thank us for taking on the hero killer. As after that, the internships end, and we go back to school. As everyone's talking about the internships, Aizawa comes and tells us to prep for the final exams. As that goes the same as me, Izuku, Uraraka, and Iida, as well as Mina, who study together. As during this time, me and Mina both notice that Izuku and Uraraka like each other, so we kinda set the seeds. He's for that relationship. But however, Izuku kinda knows the same thing about me and Mina, so he, Uraraka, and Iida would kind of work together on that. Now as for the written exam, I would score somewhere in the top 8, since I'm actually pretty smart. As then we go to the practical, is all the matchups are the same, except me and Kaminari are swapped. Me and Mina will fight Principal Nezu match 6, and Kaminari and Sero will fight Midnight in match 9. As the first 5 matches goes in canon, except Todoroki would be stronger, since he learned how to use Ki during the internship. As we head to my match, as me and Mina decided to strategize for the match, as I decided to have Mina hop on my back, as she would make some acid rain, as I feel Nezu use a lot of machinery, which turns out I was right. As I would use my Akari form, as Mina slightly freaks out when I mention it. Hey, Mina, it's okay. I finally mastered it. Yeah, one goes control. As I also use my fire, as well as pretty creative ways to use it, thanks to my training with Endeavor. Plus, during this time, Endeavor also taught me the Flash Fire Fist. And in his eyes, besides Shoto, I was his prodigy. As Nezu tried to crush us with rubble, as I had sliced through it with a Justice Saber. And then I make 2 Justice Pistols with my hands, and lacing the key bullets with my fire. Allowing to burn up the machinery, as I have a clone instant Mina to the gate. As I didn't teleport there, as well as both past the practicals. As in everything to the last match was the same, as Midnight knocks out Kaminari and Sero, meaning they fail like in canon. Well, let's move on to Izuku and Boku against All Might, as they still pass, but they do it easier and earlier, as Izuku can use 15% one for all to hurting himself like I said earlier. Plus, he has full ki control and full cowling, as well as in creating his own ki technique, the Georgia Smash. As I'm gonna go ahead and leave off this timeline for right now, as the next part, we'll be covering the first My Hero Academia movie, since, unlike other shows, the movies are actually canon! As since the first one takes place in between season 2 and 3. I'm out, peace!